Hi there, it's Ian here from Perfect Performance Coaching. As we spend more time at home, maintaining productivity is getting harder and harder. So today I want to share with you a health elixir that I have used to improve not just my health and well-being, but my focus and drive throughout the day. I find this drink has been so potent that it has been a well-deserved part of my morning routine for years. Now I'm a big believer in starting the day right. If you have a powerful morning, the day just seems to fall into place. But if we have a hectic morning, then our to-do list generally just never gets done. But how do we get this momentum? Well, putting sleep to one side for the moment, let's just assume you've had 8 hours of quality sleep. It's all on your breakfast. If you can supply your brain with the proper nutrients and avoid foods that cause energy spikes and slumps, you will be able to optimize your focus and drive and then win the day. The way I do this is with bone broths. This may sound a little strange to you, but if you think about it, what do most people really recommend when you have a cold? It's chicken soup, right? But it's not because the chicken itself holds some powerful immune boosting effects. Otherwise we'd be saying, well, just have a roast dinner. It's the fact that the nutrients you can pull out of animal bones are so immense that it can be used to improve the very foundation of your health. Some top uses for bone broths include gut healing, immune health, bone formation, teeth strengthening, joint healing and skin health. So when compared to most other beverages out there, it really is the king. Right, I'm not going to just talk about this, I'm actually going to show you exactly how to do it today. So you're going to follow me into the kitchen where I'm going to run through how to make the ultimate health boosting beverage.
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. So as I mentioned, today we're going to be running through a bone broth recipe. Again, I'm going to make it a hack to make sure that you can do this easily so you don't have to go through all the kerfuffle of making bone broth from scratch. Now, bone broth on its own, of course, is a fantastic elixir for our health, all right? It's fantastic for our gut health, which in turn is great for our hair, our skin, our joints, our bones, the works, all right? It's a really good thing to have in your lifestyles to get it, so try and get it in there a bit more. So to make this easy on you, first thing we've got today is the bone broth itself. So I use a concentrated bone broth, okay? This is kind of a bone broth that's been boiled down to the point that it's kind of a syrup. So literally you can take a teaspoon, add it in, put some boiling water with it, and boom, you've got your bone broth. I've got one which is a seasoned bone broth, so it's got things like garlic, oregano, basil, red pepper, tomato puree and onion, so nice and tasty, so you don't really have to do anything to it apart from just add boiling water, and then you just literally carry on with your day. However, I always like to turbocharge things to make sure they're as healthy as I can possibly get. So I've been experimenting a little bit over the last few weeks. I think I found the perfect way to start your day. Okay, now, so it starts off with this one. So what I want to try and do is get a little bit of this, a little bit of boiling water in there, okay? So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Right, so I've done that one. So I've added a scoop of bone broth in there and I've added some boiling water. Nice and easy. That's all you have to really do. But of course, we want to try and turbocharge this. So the next thing I'm going to do is tell you which ingredients I personally add to my own. So the first one is turmeric. Now turmeric is a great inflammation scavenger. You can go online now, there's tons of research out there implementing turmeric in the health benefits of inflammation. So for most of us, if we're eating a poor diet or drinking too much or not sleeping enough, we've got a lot of information out there. So we want to try and get rid of this as quick as we can, and turmeric is a great way to do that. So it's quite a mellow flavor turmeric, so generally you can add a sprinkle. I mean, I'd probably say if you're going to measure it, half a teaspoon's fine. For me, I just add in whatever that is. So I like to be nice and rough. And again, who has time in the morning to measure things anyway? So that's number one. Number two is actually a bit of black pepper. Now, black pepper is great on its own generally, but in this case, it actually helps the turmeric absorb. So we really want to make sure we add a bit of black pepper just for that reason in this, so we get the maximum out of our turmeric. Right, that's that one done. So the next one is salt. Now salt, you need to get lots of in its whole unprocessed raw form. I know there's a lot of controversy around salt, but that's usually sodium chloride, the white stuff that we don't really want in our diets. So this is great because it's Himalayan rock salt. Now Himalayan rock salt has all 86 minerals that the human body needs, all right? It's literally like it's been made for us. So we want to make sure we add lots of this into our diet. Of course, not lots all at once, but just space it throughout. Make sure you're getting some so you get your electrolytes in and your body will thank you for it, all right? You can't eat too much of this stuff. Your body will be able to process it. It won't be able to process white table salt, okay? So just a little, literally a squirt of that, boom, that's all you need, done. Right, the next one we're going to add in is ginger. So ginger is, again, fantastic for our health, and you can try, ginger juice or raw ginger in these things, but it depends how spicy you like it, and I generally find it's quite hard to tell, especially if you don't like it too spicy. So the easiest option, again, let's make this easy in the morning, is to get some organic ginger powder. Again, these are all available from your local store in organic forms, so I'd take advantage of that. So we're just going to have a little sprinkle of that. Done. Finally, last but not least, is we need to add some good fats into our diet, okay? So what I've got here is some raw, unprocessed butter, all right? So this is all pasture-fed, all pasture-raised, organic butter, okay? That's the best of the best. It's the gold standard butter you can get. Of course, if you aren't gonna get hold of some raw butter, then the fundamental thing you need to make sure is that it's organic, or if it's not that, it must be pasture raised, all right? We don't want grain-fed animals giving us the butter, all right? Fat stores toxins, and that's the same in animals, same in us. So we want to make sure that their diet is as clean as possible, and that means we get fats that are as clean as possible, okay? So that's why I'm using this. Now you can probably see in this one, I'll just try and show it to the camera. So that is a very, very yellow fat, all right? So it's very, very good for us. That's what we want color. Like most of the margarines out there that you'll get are actually very yellow because they've added in the yellow pigment, because we instinctively know that yellow is good when it comes to butter. And even though margarine is gray when it comes out of the factory, they add in this color to make sure that we think, oh, that looks healthy to us. But actually, this is the real deal. This is the stuff. So make sure you add a little bit of this in if you can. Again, for me, I'm just gonna add in a little circle. So into that, and then we're good to go. Generally with the bone broth, with raw ingredients, you want to make sure it's not too hot. Now I've been talking for a while, so it's not going to be too hot now, so it'll probably be 85 degrees or so, which is totally fine for raw butter. So yeah, make sure that your water isn't too hot if you're adding in raw ingredients. If it's regular butter, it doesn't really matter, it's fine. Right, cool. And then all we have to do is grab the lid, just over here. Nice and ready as always. And then literally just give it a buzz. You may need to switch off the volume for a second. Wow, cool. Then, boom, there you go, a little bit of chefy, the steam coming out. So we are all done there now. So that's all ready to drink. So if I just grab my cup. Okay, now you've got your cup. So all you need to do then is just pour it on in and get ready for some good enjoyment. So once that's all done, all you've got to do is sit back, enjoy, and prepare yourself for a fantastic day. Again, this is a great way to improve how your mind works, how your body works in the morning, which is, for most of us, a real struggle usually. So get this in, give it a try, and tell me what you think.
Right, that's it for today, so thanks for listening. If you found this video useful, please give it a like. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe for the next immune boosting installment.